These jobs will disappear by 2040. In 1920, there was a profession called human alarm clock. As the name suggests, people hired someone to wake them up every morning. The human alarm clock would walk the streets and make loud noises to wake people up. So, if for some reason you were thinking of taking this job, unfortunately it no longer exists. I know it's a shame, but just as time and technology have destroyed the human alarm clock, many careers and professions that exist today will be destroyed in the same way. If you find the video you watch useful, we invite you to subscribe to our channel and support us with a donation. Your help is precious to us and will allow us to continue producing quality content for you. You can do it here below, through the appropriate buttons, subscribe, and thanks. In today's video, we've compiled a list of professions that will likely disappear in the next 20 years. 1. Travel agent. Not long ago, if you wanted to book a trip for you and your family to the beautiful beaches of Hawaii, you had to go into a travel agency, read some brochures, and talk to a representative before making a decision. Today, however, things are very different. All you need is internet access, a credit or debit card, and the time to do the necessary research on sites like TripAdvisor, Trivago, Airbnb, and Booking.com. Organizing your own trip has never been easier. Today, many travel agencies are closing their shops and offices to focus on online industry opportunities. I believe that in the next 10-20 years, travel agencies will be forgotten. 2. Cashiers. If you haven't noticed, there are fewer and fewer cashiers in your favorite stores. Today, not all cashiers are cashiers. This is because people prefer to shop online and have their purchases delivered to their homes. As a result, supermarket chains and other stores are hiring fewer and fewer cashiers. Moreover, there is increasing talk of cashless payments and employee-free stores, like Amazon. Self-service and self-checkout counters are becoming more common in fast food chains like McDonald's, and some supermarkets are also introducing self-checkout counters. In other words, it seems that in the near future, robots will buy groceries and give change. 3. Fast food cooks. You might be wondering who will cook your hamburger in 2040. In fact, it's very likely that by then your favorite fast food will be cooked by robots rather than humans. This is because fast food restaurants spend a lot on employees, and there has recently been a lot of research into automated cooking systems. There's an 81% chance that these cooks will become redundant by 2040, and perhaps even sooner. Recently, Caliburger tested an automated workforce with artificial assistants controlling the network. Don't be surprised if robots serve fries in the near future. 4. Mailman. There's no arguing with the comments. This job will soon disappear into thin air, just like the human alarm clock. With bills and bank statements available online, people are increasingly preferring to receive and read mail online, although many still prefer to receive and read mail the old-fashioned way. Physical mail is already transforming from mailbox to mailbox, and fewer people are writing letters or sending handwritten postcards. However, until drones and automated trucks become widespread, the demand for package couriers will continue to grow. 5. Bankers. When was the last time you went to a bank? Probably a couple of months ago, or even a few years ago. Nobody goes to the bank as often as they did a few years or decades ago. In some African and Asian countries, all banking is automated with mobile phones. It's only a matter of time before this becomes a global trend. When this happens, bank employees will unfortunately lose their jobs. In fact, more people will lose their jobs because banks won't see the need to open new branches. 6. Textile workers. In the last 5 years, the number of textile workers has decreased at an alarming rate. Firstly, many textile factories in America and many first world countries have closed due to low-cost imports from China and other Asian countries, and secondly due to factory automation. Currently, factories are semi-automated, but soon they will be fully automated. Low wages and unfavorable working conditions are other factors. In the near future, textile factories will only need highly skilled and specialized workers. 7. Print media operators. Do you buy a newspaper or magazine every day, or do you get news and entertainment online? You probably answered no to the first question and yes to the second. Indeed, this industry is rapidly shrinking. Millennials and Generation Z represent a significant portion of the population and economic consumers, but they spend very little on print. In the last decade, print media operators have seen a significant decline in revenue. Many of these companies have switched to online services, receiving newsletters, newspapers, and magazines by mail. It's inevitable that this industry will disappear within the next 10 or 20 years. 8. Sports referees. You hope to pursue a career in sports. But maybe you should reconsider this dream. The likelihood of this job becoming useless in the near future is frankly high. FIFA is now pushing for the introduction of technology as a standard in sports. This includes the use of video assistant referees, VAR, in the most important championships. If you watch a soccer match in one of the major leagues today, you'll notice that most of them have implemented VAR. Currently, most refereeing decisions are still made by humans, but don't be surprised if artificial intelligence takes on this role in a few years. Many might argue that this will reduce bias in matches and will be a positive step. However, many might also argue that some rules of the game are subject to interpretation, which video assistants will never be able to do. What do you think? I sincerely believe that sports referees should be left alone. The authenticity, drama, and spectacle they bring to the game are what make it great. Write below what you think. 9. Jewelers. This profession won't be replaced by machines, but it might decrease due to customer preferences. Research shows that there are significant changes in society's behavior that are affecting the industry, with a 10% contraction in 2019 and many jewelry stores closing in America and around the world. Younger generations, millennials and Generation Z, are not only reluctant to buy expensive jewelry, but prefer to buy from companies that support small businesses and ethical practices rather than big brands. This suggests that the industry will face major obstacles in the future. 10. Dispatchers. Dispatchers are those who, among other duties, distribute cars to customers. There are very few of them, especially now that Lyft and Uber have become so popular. Ride-sharing apps are very popular and are slowly becoming an integral part of life. People no longer need a person to book a ride. All they need is a smartphone and an internet connection. With the help of other applications like Google Maps, people can find different routes and transportation services as if they were in the palm of their hand. I don't think this job will disappear in 10 or 20 years. What do you think? 11. Loggers. In the digital age, there are fewer and fewer occasions to request paper. Companies are moving towards more eco-friendly options and environmentally compatible solutions that don't require large-scale deforestation. Today, several companies are developing alternative building materials that don't require the use of wood. Moreover, human labor in this sector will soon be replaced by sophisticated and advanced technologies. Loggers should cease to exist in 10 years. 12. Telemarketers. Don't celebrate yet. Traditional annoying sales calls are becoming a thing of the past and are being replaced by automated calls. There's nothing more annoying than a person calling continuously to sell you a product or service. Pre-recorded robotic voices. Many telemarketing companies are saving money by using this technological solution that allows them to contact people at any time of day, even at night, without hiring a human. 13. Fishermen. The era of fishing is coming to an end. America and the United Kingdom are guilty of overfishing and destroying natural marine ecosystems. For this reason, government officials are considering introducing fishing robots that can be controlled to catch only the amount of fish needed. Also, imports seem to be more favorable because they are cheaper and help protect the environment. Aquaculture operators are also receiving various funds to expand their fishing activities, which reduces the need to catch fish in natural water bodies. 14. Secretaries. Artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and various other technologies have made this job redundant. It is predicted that over 60% of jobs in this sector will disappear in the next 3 years. Automation has reduced the need to hire secretaries, allowing people to book appointments online and perform all the other tasks that secretaries used to do digitally. This has led to the loss of over 50,000 jobs in 2018. What do you think? Tell us in the comments section. 15. Assemblers. It's clear that occupations in the manual labor sector are about to disappear. Assemblers, also known as fabricators, are the people responsible for assembling various parts of products and machines. However, robots are rapidly replacing them and soon they will no longer be needed. There are several reasons why robots are preferable to human assemblers. Firstly, they are less likely to make mistakes and can significantly reduce costs for companies. Secondly, they don't go on strike and don't complain. It is estimated that by 2028, over 11% of jobs in this sector will be lost. This translates to over 200,000 jobs in America alone. 16. Drivers. Self-driving cars are coming, and in a few decades, they will be everywhere on the roads. Wouldn't it be great to get in a car and reach your destination without having to steer, brake for a crazy driver, or fight against other reckless drivers? Life would be much better. Imagine the accidents that could have been avoided thanks to the human factor. 17. Farmers. You've probably seen genetically modified meat produced in a laboratory or vegetables grown in a research center. Even if you haven't, let me inform you that scientists and researchers are working day and night to create food grown in laboratories. They believe this will eliminate expenses related to growing food, food shortages, and world hunger. While their solution may seem great, it could lead to the redundancy of farmers. Just imagine a world where all your food is grown in a factory. What do you think? Would you eat lab-made steaks? What was your experience with the topic covered in this video? Tell us about it in the comments. We are curious to know. And if you have any doubts or questions, don't hold back. Leave a comment, even just a simple like would be perfect, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel to stay informed about upcoming releases.